last couple of years, I've been very fortunate to be able to work in the Carolinas. This is a scene from western North Carolina, and it's a very, very charming little scene here. And basically, it relates back to using the fresh color. It will also be a fall scene, and with all their wonderful trees up in this little area. And it'll have some snow on it, and it'll have just about basically everything that you would need to make a very, very competent painting. Okay, as you can see here from my black and white value sketch, I have everything that I need to paint a painting. Okay, I know how to start a painting, and I know how to finish it according to this sketch. What I find in most of my classes as I travel around the country, people do not want to take the time to do a sketch. Okay, they just want to. What they tell me is, I want to immediately start painting. I don't have time to do a sketch. Well, what a sketch will teach you is two things. It'll teach you how to look, and it'll also teach you how to finish a painting. Everything I need here, with all my midtones, my whites, my midtones, my interesting subject matter, and then my lights and my darks, all combined to make a very, very competent little image here. And like I say, the cows will go on. I have just started putting animals in my paintings. They are the same as if you paint a car or a tree or something. They are just a shape, okay? And once again, we will just grab a big brush, and I had some color left in my palette here. I will just pick it up. I hate to waste it. Pick it up and run it in this corner here. I can see from my sketch that I have a corner here that has some areas of dark midtones, so we'll just put it right there. Now I will get rid of the color I had left in there, pick it up with a sponge, come back here, and I want to start working some brilliant color in here, okay? And let's just run that yellow right up against there, and that should be just fine. Put the color on and just get away from it. Next we come over here, and I'll add some other colors into here. And like I say, we will just continue to keep working color right across the page here. I can see from my sketch that I have a little barn here, and it runs down here like this, and I can pull in here and pick up that too, and look at the nice gray it makes over in this area here. Okay, I can see I need to come down here like that, and then come up here, and at this time I will put in the silos. As you can see, I do not use any pencil drawing. I like to start my paintings from a very competent sketch. Let's see. I'm going to have to do this out here like this. I am going to move this here. I'm going to come out like this, to there, to there, to there. Okay? And come down. Okay? I can put that other silo back in here. In time, what I have done is I have painted so quickly that I have painted one out, but that's not a problem. We can put it in. We can put it in later. With this method, you have to be very quick on the draw here, or on the shoot type of thing here, and we just continue to lay them in here. I treat painting as if I had colored paper and a pair of scissors. How would you go about doing it? Well, you would start off each design, very simple, and once you get this should really work nicely here. Let's put in this red, this pink here. Do not worry that you slobbered across there. That's called a slobber. Just take a tissue and pick it up, okay? And that'll be just fine. Nobody will ever know the difference, okay? Now, I can see here with my shapes here, I need to come down here, and we got the farmhouse, we got the barn, we got the silo. Now what we're doing is we're putting in the outbuildings coming in here. Now this would come down here like this, and I have another outbuilding here, and out like this, and over like that. And I see I have a couple extra here, so I will just fill this in, okay? Look at that wonderful shape there. If you start off with nice, wonderful shapes, well, your painting, it cannot go wrong. The only way it can go wrong is if you do not handle it properly, okay? And hopefully I can show you some steps here that will make your painting progress. Come up here, add more color. If you do not like that, we'll add more color to it. Let's add a little green to that. I like to have a nice color mix on these fall scenes. If you get a hair on your painting, just take your brush and lift it off. That's basically what you do with this. Let's come up here and let's just pick some green around here. We have a lot of red here, so let's pop some green in here. They're complements. They will work very nicely together. Okay. Now let's come over here. I really like how this is working out here. Maybe what we can do down in this area here is we can pull some more cobalt blue. That was what I had in my palette when I first started. We can pull some cobalt blue over here. And we can do the same thing. We can just lay it right on top of there. Okay. Now, let's lay some darks in this area here. Because what I will do is I will take a butter knife and I will start scraping out some whites of the trees along here. But first, we need to get some darks in here to where it'll work nicely. Okay. Let's let the color just run together. I'm always amazed at what this color will do, how it mixes with each other. Okay, looking at my sketch here, I see that I can proceed over here. I got some neat color shapes here. What is very interesting to me is the shape right in here, coming down here. I will come over here and go down here like this. Let's see, let's put a dark there. Okay, now what I have to do next is I have to put some dark trees in there. Spruce trees, pine trees, whatever you want to call them. Okay, I will start out with just a blue and a red mixture, and I will just lay it in right on there. I can see that I need to change some color here. I will go straight to alizarin crimson. And let's just run a red right in conjunction with this. Oh, I like that there. It works wonderful with it. See how that works so nicely up there. Okay, I'll come back here. I'll get a little bit of this, and I can see, I can just throw some darks in here. We have them in my sketch, so let's just put them in. I like that blue. I think it might be too much though, so I will just leave a little of it showing. Now, on my sketch, I see I have a big bunch right into here, so that I need to throw in. So why not just go right into here and here and here. And here, get some blues, get some reds, get some greens. And we can just, oh, that's working nicely. Look how that works. Works very nicely there. And I see I can come up here and get some earth tones here. And just pull in with that. Touch my sponge here. If you mix a color and you're going into a wet area, your second application of color has to have less water content in it. So what we're trying to do here, we're trying to make some interesting darks here. Okay, let's run down and connect with this here, come down into here, and I can see from my sketch I need to go over like this. Okay, all the while thinking of this little area right here. Okay, this will be my center of interest, is right here. So let's don't muck it up. Let's put it in very quickly and get away from it. Okay, let's just run something in here. I have no idea what that is. It's a dark shape, and that's all we need to know at this stage of the game, is it's a dark shape. Okay, now coming over to here. I put that dark in. I will loosen that up a little bit. Now I need to come in here with my butter knife, and I need to scrape up. Okay, I like to stand up to do this because I get the action from my shoulder. If you're sitting down, 9 times out of 10 your elbow would be on the table, and that will not give you complete freedom to do this. Okay, I want some nice scraping in here, with some nice white tree trunks in here, like that. And each time you scrape, you pick up some color. So let's be sure. Now this is already dried here, and so what happens is it goes up and it will not scrape past that. So we need to come over here. This is why it's a timing problem. Okay, I shouldn't say a problem. It's a timing technique. Let's put it that way. We can have some coming up in this area here and here. Now we can put the limbs on both sides. Here, come in over here like this. I have the hardest time with the limbs on the left side because I'm right-handed. So don't let that ever stop you from taking the time. Now see, that looks like that tree has grown up here. Maybe if I come up here and scrape up there, it won't work that way. So I can just do it like that, like this, around here like this. Coming back over in here, I don't want to do too much over there. That's my center, this is my center of interest, which is in this area here. So I don't want to do too much there. I'll come over here and I will, that is why I put the dark middle tone down first, is so I can come in here and I can scrape that off of there. Okay, it shouldn't take you long to do one of these little paintings. The quicker you do them, the better off it'll be. Try not to think too much when you paint. And just have fun painting. Okay, we need some, we call them snags where I live, dead standing trees. Okay, and we'll come in here like this. We can also put a tree trunk on this fella here. And we can come over here and we can put a tree trunk on this guy here. We can have a freestanding one there like this and come out like this, like that. Okay. And I wonder if we need something in here. What if we put one right here? I know it's not my sketch, but we can deviate from the sketches, okay? Whatever is going to make the painting work. Now, I have something really neat in this little area here, and I have to come in next and I'll have to start working on my silos and my buildings and then here. As you can see from the sketch, I have a white roof on the barn here. I might want to change this a little bit. Let me go ahead and block this in first, and then if I have to change my mind, I can always do it later. Okay, so let's come over here and we'll get a small flat round, and we'll come in here with this color and just pick up basically what's in the palette here. And that should make us a very, very nice gray. And come in here, we can put these silos in. And they would all be one big shape. So, as I said, I forgot to do this one over here, but what I can do, see that little area white there? I can come up here and I can put this in like that. And bring this down to there and bring this into here. All the while pulling this down, like right to here. As you can see, I was a little off on my sketch, but I'm not that concerned at this time with it. When you do not draw on your paper, you run into this problem, okay? So I will just continue bringing this down. I'll leave those little white sparklers in there. That's not a problem. And I will come down into here, and I can see that I need to stop like right to there. Now, while I have this color here, I'll add a little red to it, and this will be my barn shape right here. Okay, it'll be in the snow, so we need to bring it down like that. Okay, and I see I need to hook this up into there. Okay, just like that. What I'm worrying about right now is I do not want this to look like it was cut out. Okay, if I leave that much white in that rectangle shape, I'm going to might have a problem here. There's two ways that I can fix this. I can come in right now while it is still wet like that. Okay, I can get a brush like this. Okay, a big 1.5 inch flat. Put a little water on it and just come over here and just pick that edge up. Okay, if I have a hard edge up here, I want a soft edge down here, and it's working very nicely. Also, what I could do too with this is I could come over here with a shadow. Say a tree or something is in this area here. I can come over with the shadow later. And I think I'm going to do, since I softened this edge here, this is my drip line of my roof. I can come over here and I can run a shadow over a corner of this later, and I think that will take care of my problem, and I will not look like it was a cutout. Now this in here would go in there like this, and this here. This is covered up with snow, so we basically have something like that and over to there. Okay.